Oilers take Game 4 at home 8-1 and send the Panthers back home for Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Who wins Game 5? Stick around while I break it down and look into some favorable bets between the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers. What it do, y'all? I am Exotic Wagers, and I am one of the sports consultants over at the Legacy Discord. We cover all major sports, give out picks daily, and just charge $14.99 a month. If you're interested, please click the link in the description below. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Before I break it down, if you like this content, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, make a comment down there and let me know who you think is going to win the Stanley Cup. So yeah, I mean, I did not cash my free play that I gave out here on my last breakdown. It was Panthers team total over 2.5. As you guys seen in Game 4, you know, the Oilers came out kind of hot right off the bat. I think they scored in the first 3 minutes of the game on the Janmark shorthanded off the power play or the PK kill. So and they kind of poured it on from there with 3 goals in the first 2 periods of each of the first 2 periods, and led the game 6-1 going into the third. So yeah, let's look into some of that first game matchup and see how that kind of went. Here. So yeah, Janmark scored with 3 minutes and 11 seconds into the first period. And then as you can see, they kind of just laid it on from there. They actually looked pretty good. Seemed like they came to play, eager to play. I don't think they wanted to give up the cup there in Alberta. So, but yeah, we'll see how it goes from here. If you look, I mean, for the most part, you know, Florida had 33 shots on goal. Edmonton had 35. You know, Edmonton finally got through on the penalty on the power play, and looks like they had 6 penalties, so they 1 of 6, 16%. But yeah, for the most part, you know, I think Edmonton looked good. Bobby let up 6 goals before they yanked him. But yeah, coming into this matchup, you know, Edmonton Oilers are 27-23-2 on the road, and the Florida Panthers are 34-15-3. So definitely, Panthers play their best hockey at home. Edmonton plays their worst hockey on the road. Looks like Edmonton's probably won 51% of their games on the road, and Florida 34 of 18. So that's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 66-67% of their home games. But yeah, I mean, I think this was the first game that we've seen a lot of open ice. Like I said, 33 and 35 shots. Edmonton scored most of their goals off turnovers and off odd man rushes. And then if you saw in the first 3 games, Florida pretty much took the middle of the ice away from the Edmonton Oilers. And in this game, you saw a lot of on the rushes. They were, you know, bringing the puck on the outside, but Florida didn't have their defense in the middle like they did in the first 3 games. And when they would kick those pucks across the middle, some of those centers and other players were just hanging out there by the goal and got the tip in. So I think Florida definitely needs to come back and play better defense like they did in the first 3 games. And although in the first game they didn't win the first two periods, they got outplayed between the third period and all of game 2 and most of game 3. They dominated for the majority of those matchups. So I expect them coming back home to play a lot better. Let's see, what else did I have? But yeah, I mean, for the most part, I think it's, Panthers win at home. I think Bobby bounces back in this game. It seemed like he got kind of rattled early. He has played every game of the Stanley Cup playoffs up until this game. So I think by him getting yanked, I believe it was somewhere in the middle of the game. But good reset, and him just to be able to get out of the game and take a little break while Stolarz got in there and finished out the game. I think Florida comes into this next game just heated, kind of wants to set the tone, play an aggressive physical game, and I could see them, wanting to get out early and be able to get them in their type of game. Heavy on the forecheck, pucks, keeping the puck in the O zone, lots of pucks on net. But yeah, as for Edmonton, I think it's going to be a uphill battle for the majority of the game. Florida doesn't want to give them any more hope, and does not want to give them a lead early and have to try to play back from them. I think Florida is a good team that always plays back, but I could definitely see them trying to set the tone and make it very hard for them. Like I said, the Oilers play their worst hockey on the road. Florida plays their best hockey at home. I definitely think they have the edge here. So let's look into some player props that I like coming into this game. As for points, I'd like to go right back to Sam Bennett over a half a point at plus 110. I believe he is plus 110. Over at ESPN Bet currently. But yeah, I mean, if you look at his point totals here in the last 10, he's covered 8 of the last 10 games. Did not cover last game. I believe his Edmonton numbers are also favorable. He's also covered 8 of the last 10 versus Edmonton, plus 110. I know that he's been heavily active on that line with Verhaeghe and it's Verhaeghe and I'm drawing a blank. Oh, and Tkachuk. So yeah, I definitely think that's a good look. I also think Matthew Tkachuk is due for a goal. I don't think he's had a goal in the last 9 of the last 10. Let's see. Yeah, so it's been 9 games since he scored his last goal. Definitely could see him netting one here. I don't think he hasn't had one. Well, 9 of the last 10, and he's only had, let's see how many he's had throughout the entire playoffs. 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's had 5 for this playoff run. 9 since his last one. I definitely like him. Let's see what his odds are at. Plus 220 over at BetMGM. I think that's good value there. Somebody else I like to score today is Carter Verhaeghe. I believe he had 1 goal in the beginning of this series, and he's kind of went plus 185 FanDuel. I think that's a pretty good number for him as well. Seeing him in the 100s, it looks like they're probably expecting for him to score. Let's see when the last time he scored was. I'm pretty sure it was in the first game of the series. Yeah, so that was the first goal. But if you look at his playoff run, he's been pretty consistent. Hasn't went more than 3 games without a goal. and he's currently at the three game mark. So definitely like him at plus 185 for a goal. And then, but yeah, so that's pretty much everything that I have for you guys today. Like I said, for me, it's definitely Panthers or nothing. I do, like I said, I've said before, I do have that three unit future on the Florida Panthers, so I'm still writing that all as well. But yeah, also this was a Father's Day gift yesterday. How nice is that? Absolutely love it. But yeah, Florida, I believe the current line is minus 132 at Bet Online. I would like to play that up to minus 140. Like I said, I don't think they give Edmonton any breathing room. Definitely want to hoist the cup here at home. Definitely do not want to go back to Alberta to face Edmonton at home, where they play their best hockey. So, like I said, if you like this content, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn the notifications on so you can get plays and reviews just like this as content drops. I'm sorry. Like I said, thank you for tuning in, and until next time, talk to you guys later.